guess we're busy. That's a big negative number at the bottom.
It is.
Here's the thing you gotta think about with discounts and allowances. You're applying a percentage across all departments. So it gets kind of trying to break it down into where each department varies somewhat. And that's what, in the past, we actually broke it down in therapies. Actually, it's one of those that gets paid a little bit more than the 30, where lab, we're probably way off. I mean, it's one of those, so the best way to look at it is kind of big
Therapy's taking a hit
picture.
for lab.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's actually an honest statement.
Well,
Because-
I'm not sure that it's easy to look at the big picture if we're going to pick and choose in a budget which departments
Yeah.
Mhm.
look good and which ones look bad,
Right.
based on what you're showing us for a bottom line, when everybody's getting the same discounts.
Yeah.
Whether they're actually getting reimbursed the same discounts or not, very different.
Yeah.
A lot of
But we're having conversations repeatedly about different departments and their profitability. And so then I guess my question is,
Gives us an inaccurate.
somebody looks like they're making money who's not.
right.
Right.
Yep.
And
A lot of our expenses and the salaries, because we have the therapist. Now, with the new space at Pecan, we hopefully will be able to pull in more revenue, but of course we'll have the
We'll have
the
more
rent.
expense.
I mean, yes, we'll have the rent
right? And
expense.
so that's, I'm just pointing out that, you know, have a hard time saying, okay, yep, let's expand therapy based on these numbers.
Mhm.
Right.
Because it makes it look like we're losing $500,000 a year in the therapy department.
Yeah.
And if we're really not, then it's not fair to that department to be looked at
Yeah.
this way.
And it's, I know way back when, I tried to climb in and look at that, and I thought it would be real easy. And it's a,
Is it a limitation for our current billing system?
I would say our current billing system does not help it. It's not easily, the way you would do it is you've got to go look at EOBs, and then you've got to take a selection of, first of all, you got to establish how much Blue Cross, how much Aetna, how much by contract. And then you've got to go look at the EOBs and see what they pay based off of charge for each department, for each service. So it's a very, it would be, I mean, honestly, when I started into it, looking at it, to get the numbers where they need to be, it'd probably take an FTE 6 months or a year to extrapolate the data. Now, I will say there's programs out there that do a better job that you could actually probably look at that in a better way, but CPSI does not allow you to.
Well, I think that needs to be part of our discussion as we
When-
consider medical record issues, right?
I would agree.
Because to me, now, I'm not in your guys' world, right? But if I bill from physical therapy, it should be paid into a physical therapy account. So you should be able to see what you've billed and what you've received.
That gets a little tougher too, because you might, say you had X-ray and lab, and you got an EKG, and on some of them you get an EOB with $1. It's not out. So try
I
to.
wonder why our patients have problems with the way we
Yeah,
bill,
Right.
yeah,
right? I'm just saying, you know,
I will say there's a,
if you just look at the numbers and you say, we're gonna probably have to pay more for floor space if we expand, and we're gonna have to hire another therapist, and that bottom line looks bad, why would we do that?
But the general feeling I get from you folks is that therapy is profitable.
Again, we'd have to, I can say back when the nursing home division, we were looking at that and we did break it down and it was profitable. When we pulled, say, a month's worth of EOBs and looked at actual payments it did come out to be profitable because it was questioned at that time, so we did a thorough look into and did find that it was more so profitable than applying the it's not the greatest way, but it's kind of the only way you can, I mean, yeah.
CPSI does definitely hinder us in
It
this.
hinders us a great deal in that, where,
I think that's an important point to make,
yeah.
because CPSI gave us an upgrade, which just felt like putting lipstick on a pig from my standpoint. Nothing's changed. It's a prettier looking screen, but the functionality didn't change.
There are some features of the CPSI that they came and did the SWOT analysis, and actually Kelly's gonna schedule a meeting to meet with directors and stuff, because there were quite a few suggestions that we could put into place that would, help apparently, supposedly. And so we're gonna start working on those.
It would help show
I
more accurate
didn't, on the accounting and the business office side, I don't know, I still don't think it'll help this piece of the budgeting at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to get off track on CPSI, but I just, you know, I mean, if it's part of the problem, I'll just say that what they've done on the clinical side hasn't helped the problem.
Right.
It hasn't really made it any more functional for the nursing staff or the physicians.